Welcome into Sports with Balls. Oh, man. On a Thursday, I'm Jeff Michael. Let's get going. Welcome into the show. Wow, sorry, that was an abrupt stop. All good. Again, welcome in Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael. Today is December the 7th, Thursday night football. Oh, yeah, can't wait to get into that. But let's see, national holidays today. National Letter Writing Day. Write you a letter. Those are way highly underappreciated these days. Getting a letter is awesome. Let's see, National Pearl Harbor Day of Remembrance. That's awesome. Feast of St. Ambrosi. What else we got? Hanukkah. Hanukkah starts today. Sometimes when I was a kid growing up, wish that I was Jewish. What is it? Presents a day. You get a present every day until Christmas. Like, woo. Hanukkah starts, let's see, National Illinois Day. So Chicago, the state of Illinois, you can celebrate Cotton Candy Day and National Joy Day, like as in bring joy to people. So there you go. There's not many else. There's a couple of birthdays. Dan Blitzerin's birthday today. If you could tell me what Dan Blitzerin is doing for his birthday today, yeah. For those of y'all that don't know Dan Blitzerin, professional poker player, Instagram guy, just hot models over yachts constantly. It's his birthday today. So if you don't follow him on Instagram, I bet after today it might be a good day. Today's also Larry Bird's birthday. And what's funny about Larry Bird's birthday today, it's not really funny, but I heard this talking about how the greatest, the old school greats, how they would perform on today's NBA stage. And with the no hand checking, and you can't touch anybody, can you imagine the points that Larry Bird would score if he was just allowed to shoot? You can't even touch him. Larry Bird would probably average 35, 40 a game in today's game. Happy birthday, Larry Bird. I don't know exactly how old he is. I'll tell you what, here's the question of the day. The question of the day. Would you rather spend a day with Dan Blitzerin or Larry Bird on their birthdays? Are you gonna spend a day on the boat with Larry Bird or a day on the boat with Dan Blitzerin? Is that how you pronounce it? Blitzerin? Anyways. Welcome into Sports with Balls. Jeff Michael here. Lots going on today. Tons in the sports world. We're going to get to it all. First off, I want to thank Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. The place is amazing. Award-winning food, drink specials, Cowboys Bar, Jets Bar, Buffalo Bills Mafia Bar. It's huge on Sundays. So go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. And modern-homeimprovement.com. Josh Smith over there. $500 off your bathroom or kitchen remodel. Just go to modern-homeimprovement.com or call them 832-930-0156. Go get your remodel on. Mention Sports with Balls. You're good to go. Welcome into the show, everybody that's tuning in via Facebook, via Twitter, via whatever social media site you're on. I think it's on Twitch, obviously all the other ones. Kevin Anthony, go Cowboys. Terrible game tonight, over under 30.5. Yep. We're going to get into that. Is this a good betting game? Is tonight's game good? Like, there are some bets that you could possibly really get on. I don't know what yet, but in the parlay of the day coming up, I will give you my bets for tonight. I don't know if there's some prop bets that you may take, but usually in these low games, there's a good bet in there. There's a good bet in every game, but there's one tonight. I'll get into it here in a little bit. Let's see what else we got going on today. Oh, we'll talk about Thursday night football. But over 3,000 kids have already entered the transfer portal in college football, or in college sports in general, college athletics. That's unbelievable. And I say football because that's mainly the one. 3,000 kids already entered the transfer portal. Something's broken. Something's broken. We'll get into that a little bit. Huge trade in Major League Baseball. The Yankees get another outfielder. Yankees, they're loading up. The New York Yankees are loading up. And they're going after another pitcher. I'll explain that here in a little bit. Yankees are going to spend over $300 million on their payroll for the first time in a long time. They're going for a championship. And by the way, Houston Astro fans, the New York Yankees open their season with the Astros on March 28th. That's going to be interesting. So Yankees get a nice trade, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. And the NBA in-season tournament semifinals start tonight in Las Vegas. All right, let's get going. Let's go. Let's get into this Thursday night football game. New England Patriots visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just like Kevin Anthony just pointed out, over-under tonight is 30.5. And I may go under. I may take the under in this game. This is terrible. And which organization is worse, the Patriots or the Carolina Panthers? I'm going to say the Panthers right now, but the Patriots are a close second. And the whole thing about this is Bill Belichick. That's what everybody's in an uproar. Should Bill Belichick retire? Or should he move on? Because I don't think he's retiring. I don't think Bill Belichick's going anywhere. He'll go to another team. And there's been a few coaches that got shoved out. Don Shula got shoved out of Miami a long time ago. Tom Landry, when Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys, he shoved Tom Landry out the door. There's been a few coaches. What's the old Steelers coach before Tom got in there? He got shoved out too. There's a lot of coaches that have done very good things for an organization and been shoved out the door. And I feel like if Bill Belichick gets shoved out the door in New England, which New England fan is pissed off because in today's society, it's win now, and they forget about all the Super Bowl appearances and the Super Bowl championships that he brought you. And I feel like New England fan is trying to push him out the door. Like they're done with him. Look, you take chances, right? Ben Roethlisberger got retired from the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? They've taken chances on quarterbacks. You don't know if it's going to work out. Bryce Young was the number 1 pick. C.J. Stroud was the number 2 pick. Look which one's working out so far. You honestly don't know if that quarterback is going to fit your system, how they're going to react in the NFL. The Patriots have just had terrible luck with their quarterback. Mac Jones, sorry, he isn't it. I understand what if you've ever watched the Bill and Bill episode on 30 for 30 on ESPN, it's like Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick, who through their years through the Jets, it's a great episode. Go watch it. But Bill Parcells had the ultimate team, and Belichick tried to basically copy that whole system that he was doing up into like a 6'4" guard weighing 310 pounds, a 6'4" tackle weighing 300 pounds. Literally drafted it to a spec. And he wanted Mac Jones to be an exact copy of Tom Brady. Now you can have that physically, but you can't have that exact spec mentally. You don't know it. That's the quarterback position. It's not an offensive lineman. It's not a defensive lineman. It's not a cornerback. It's not a running back. That's the quarterback. Mac Jones' mental capacity or I guess awareness isn't like Tom Brady's. Does he look like him? Does he throw like him? Is he the same height? Is he the same weight? Yes. He's exactly all of that. But he's not Tom Brady. And I don't know if Belichick has the fortitude to go out and grab a mobile quarterback like a C.J. Stroud. He's never worked with one like that. He's a defensive genius. Now, I think if Belichick stays, he needs to hire another offensive coordinator. They're going to draft a quarterback, obviously, in this upcoming draft. They're going to have a top 3 pick. Where are they sitting right now? 1, 2, or 3? Or I think they're 2 or 3. I forgot exactly where they're at. But it's 1, 2, or 3 they're going to end up with this year. And so they're going to get a quarterback. Now, is Bill Belichick going to be able to coach this new quarterback? I don't think so. I think they're going to have to move on. Let Bill Belichick be the defensive genius that he is, get an offensive coordinator, get a new quarterback, and you guys may be a 500 team next year and then maybe hit the playoffs in a year or 2. But getting rid of Bill Belichick, I'm not sure if that's the answer in New England. I know everybody wants to move on from him, but I don't think so. And tonight, they go up against another head coach in the Pittsburgh Steelers that people are calling for his head too. Mike Tomlin, Y'all are calling to fire Mike Tomlin? Wow. I get it. He hasn't won a playoff game in a very, very long time. But he hasn't finished under 500. He wins football games. He wins football games. I don't know why you're trying to get rid of him. And I'll do the same thing. Look, Tom Brady left the New England Patriots. They've been looking for a quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger left the Steelers, and the same exact situation is happening in Pittsburgh that happened in New England. They're trying these quarterbacks out, and they're not working. They're trying to get another Ben Roethlisberger. Can't do it. NFL's moved on from those quarterbacks. It looks like the mobile quarterback again is the way to go. That's just what it looks like. You know, I'm not exactly sure. Look at Philadelphia, one of the top teams in the whole league, and we had an NFL analyst and Mr. Carr talking about should they even start Jalen Hurts. My goodness. The quarterback position, obviously, is an absolute mess right now in the NFL. So I don't think it's Mike Tomlin's fault. I don't think it's Bill Belichick's fault. They drafted the wrong quarterbacks. They're just trying quarterbacks out. It's the hardest thing to get is a franchise quarterback. In any sport, the hardest thing to get is an NFL franchise quarterback. It's hard. Patriots don't have one, and the Steelers don't have one. And that is why tonight's game is 30.5 points for your over-under. And I'm probably taking the under. Who's watching this game tonight, by the way? Is this one? It's Thursday night, right? So you can't flip channels. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. So you have to get out of the app and then search through channels. I may watch this one on my computer in bed and have something else playing on TV. I just can't imagine. Stevenson's out, the running back for the Patriots. They've got their top cornerback out for the Patriots. I may take Steelers -6. It was 5.5. Now it's moved up to 6. This is a bad football game. But at least the Steelers are a little bit healthier. They're at home. It's going to be cold. I don't think it's raining, 34 degrees. But I like Najee Harris and their other star running back for the Steelers more than I do whatever the Patriots are going to try to throw. I don't even know if the Patriots score a touchdown. I have no idea. But the New England Patriots, let's see, they have injuries galore. Juju Smith-Schuster's questionable. Bootsy, their wide receiver, Keyshawn Boot, he's out. The cornerback, Sean Wade, he's out. Their two offensive tackles, and Tyrone Wheatley and Riley Riff, out. Give me the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers -6 points and probably the under. I don't even know if New England scores a touchdown. I don't see how. But this is the NFL. You never know. Kenny Pickett will not play. Mitchell Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't even know how to hype this up. I have no idea. Thanks, Kevin Anthony, for telling me the Patriots have the second pick right now. So, yeah, they're going to get Bo Nix. For sure. And even if the third pick, because I think the Cardinals would swap out with them or something. So I think that Bill Belichick, and look, if you're a Patriots fan, don't root for Bill Belichick to be gone. Root for a better quarterback. Since Brady left the Patriots, they're I think 8 games under 500. It's the quarterback position. It's not Bill Belichick. They don't have a quarterback. So you should be rooting for actually your team not to do well and rooting on Bo Nix or one of these 5 NFL-ready quarterbacks coming out this draft. It's going to be awesome. So if I'm the Patriots, lose this game. Why would you want to win? The money line is Pittsburgh -280. That's a great bet. That's a great bet. I don't know if I want to spend 280 to win 100, but, you know. This is just NFL. The NFL, man. You guys let me know what you're taking tonight. Hit me up on Sports with Balls on any of the social media arenas, man. I'm in there, or podcast arenas. All the shows are up there. This is show 256, I believe. Awesome. So tonight's game, I'm going to take probably the under, probably the Steelers -6 points. I'll take one or the other, maybe both of them. Just a bad football game. And let's be honest, if you guys have looked at the matchups this weekend, they're terrible. Listen to these quarterback matchups. Tonight's Bailey Zappi versus Mitchell Trubisky. That's your quarterback matchups tonight. All right. CJ Beathard versus Joe Flacco. These are Sundays. CJ Beathard versus Joe Flacco. Gardner Minshew versus Jake Browning. Baker Mayfield versus Riddler. Josh Dobbs versus O'Connell. Bryce Young versus Jameson Winston. And that might be the most exciting. That's insane. These are the NFL quarterback matchups this weekend. Bryce Young versus Winston. Josh Dobbs versus O'Connell. Mayfield versus Ritter. Minshew versus Browning. Beathard versus Flacco. And tonight, Zappi versus Trubisky. That's your NFL quarterback. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NFL games this weekend where these guys, they are less than par quarterbacks in the NFL. Most of them should be third string. I don't know half these people. Browning, great start. Way to go. It'd be interesting to see how he does in his what is this, his third game? He did really good. Gardner Minshew, he's always kind of fun to watch. Baker Mayfield, like that's a starting quarterback. Out of all these, out of Zappi, Trubisky, Beathard, Flacco, Minshew, Browning, Dobbs, O'Connell, Young, Winston, the Mayfield-Ritter matchup looks okay. Baker Mayfield's an NFL quarterback. He's actually put together a decent season. And Cleveland would love to have Baker Mayfield back. They'd be a playoff team. In fact, they would probably be a really, really good contender if they had Baker Mayfield. I don't know. Noah Paul joining the show. Go Cowboys and Texans. What? I'm sorry. Go Cowboys and Texans? All right. Houston and Dallas fan. I get it, I guess. Cowboys with an incredible matchup this weekend against the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles will finally be rested. That should be a good football game. Tomorrow, I'll dive into all of the NFL matchups. We'll do where do you want to be tomorrow? A bunch of different things. But tonight's matchup, Patriots, Steelers. Go Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers. I don't even know if the Patriots score a touchdown. I have no idea. I don't even know how they're going to move the ball. Ramondre Stevenson is out. Their wide receiver Boots out. Juju Smith-Schuster's questionable. Their 2 offensive tackles are out. Their cornerback on the defense is out. This should be an ugly football game. Really ugly ground and pound football game. I imagine the Pittsburgh Steelers will run the ball 28 to 30 times, maybe more. So give me the Steelers minus the 6 points and probably the under in a very predictable, terrible football game. All right, let's move on. Huge news coming out of the baseball world. I actually put it on Sports with Balls about 5 hours before anybody else did. Yesterday afternoon, that the Yankees have acquired Juan Soto in a 7-player trade. That's right, 7 players. Key players being right-handed pitcher Michael King, right-handed pitcher Drew Thorpe, right-handed pitcher Johnny Brito, and right-handed pitcher Randy Vasquez. They got a catcher, Kyle Higashoki. I don't know. Can't pronounce that. But they've got 4 or 5 pitchers and a catcher out of the deal. All prospects, basically. And they get Juan Soto. The New York Yankees take on a massive contract. They are going to spend $300 million this year. They already picked up Alex Verdugo from the Red Sox. So their outfield, the New York Yankees outfield, is Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Alex Verdugo. That's a pretty damn good outfield. That's pretty damn good. I just, whew. The Yankees are loading up. And let's not forget, they are going to go after that pitcher out of Japan. I can't even pronounce his name. It's not Shohei Ohtani. There's another guy coming out, and the Yankees are going after him. They've already had talks with him, so they could add another arm as well. So the New York Yankees grab Juan Soto from the Padres. And look, if I'm Padre fan, I'm actually okay with this. I am. Look, you had him on lease. Y'all were renting him to try to get to a World Series. Didn't work. It just is what it is. The Yankees now get a huge bat. That's if he can hit. The guy strikes out a lot. He's got to have a good season. But you got Alex Verdugo, Aaron Judge, and Juan Soto in your outfield. That's pretty impressive. Anthony Volpe at shortstop, the rookie from last year. Gleyber Torres at second base. Rizzo at first. DJ LeMahieu and Garrett Cole. And then you've got Giancarlo Stanton, if the guy can hit the ball, as your DH. Stanton had a miserable year last year. So Yankee fan, don't get too excited. You've got hitters, they got to hit the ball. What else? We had another big signing. I think, the Arizona Diamondbacks landed Erod Eduardo Rodriguez, 4-year, $80 million deal. Huge arm, huge left-handed pitcher. And Diamondbacks get stronger over there. So, again, the Diamondbacks will be really good this year. I don't see them going anywhere. Great team. And, of course, we're all waiting on Shohei Ohtani. And we're supposed to know between today and tomorrow. We'll find out today or tomorrow where Shohei goes. My sentiments are where I'm leaning. Probably Toronto. That's where it looks like he I don't know. It's hush-hush with him, but I think that Toronto is up there. The Dodgers may be up there. The Braves, I've heard, are making a pitch. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm also hearing Toronto that George Springer wants to move. Now, that could make sense. You get Shohei, George leaves, but why would you want to leave if you get Shohei? Toronto's a great spot for him. That lineup, and that would be a fantastic move for Major League Baseball to have Shohei Ohtani in Toronto. You got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer. You got a bunch of like studs in Toronto. That would be fun to watch. And then you add Shohei. Or I think the the worst move ever would be if Shohei actually decides to stay in Los Angeles, where they've already said they're not trading Mike Trout and try to build around him. To stay with the Angels. That would be absolutely interesting. So we'll find out. Juan Soto goes to the Yankees. Erod goes over to the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we just sit here and wait on the $600 million deal that Shohei Ohtani will get pretty soon. Let's see. Ex-Jag employee accused of stealing over $22 million. Did y'all read this story? My question about this story is, how the hell did he get away with $22 million? Y'all didn't notice after one? No. This story just broke yesterday, so I'll leave it up to the reporters over there in Jacksonville to file through that. But that is pretty damn interesting. All right, what else we got going on today? Caitlin Clark, by the way, last night reached 3,000 points. And, man, they had a sold-out crowd, Iowa versus Iowa State. That girl can flat out play basketball. She's fun to watch. She is a blast to watch. They have fun at that stadium. It was a great atmosphere. I watched her score her 3,000th bucket, or 3,000 point. It was unbelievable. It was a bomb, like a 28-foot, 3-foot bomb. She's great. That's great. By the way, the Iowa and Iowa State men play tonight, which will be a fun basketball game as well. That's really the only NCAA hoops tonight. And look, guys, those college football or college basketball fans, I'll get into the college basketball here in a little bit when other stuff slows down, but there's no reason for me to bring in a 5-10 minute segment and a 30-minute show on men's college hoops right now. It's the beginning of the season. I think the Houston Cougars are 8-0. Duke, North Carolina playing good again. We'll get into that as the weeks go on. All right, let's get to the parlay of the day, which involves 2 NBA games tonight. Tonight is the semifinals in Vegas for the in-season tournament. Are you watching? Is anybody watching? Numbers have been terrible. Indiana Pacers take on the Milwaukee Bucks in Las Vegas. Bucks are -5.5. Give me that all day. The Pacers are a good team. But if Halliburton's not on, they're not good. They're 11-8, good record. Not great, good record, decent team, but I think the Bucks are headed for a showdown with the LA Lakers. And look, I'm not a fan of it, but we all saw what happened. We all saw how the Suns game ended. If you watch any NBA, they gave that game to the Lakers. And they're going to give this one to the Lakers too. They don't want the Pelicans. You think the NBA wants the Pelicans and the Pacers facing off? No. So let's go with Bucks and Lakers. The Lakers are facing the Pelicans, obviously, tonight. Lakers only a 1.5 favorite. But if you're the NBA and you're the commissioner, you're calling the refs tonight or today and being like, all right, guys, Lakers, Bucks, let's make that happen. Because that's exactly what they want. Nobody wants to see the Pacers and the Pelicans in the NBA in-season tournament final in Las Vegas. So give me the Lakers, give me the Bucks. Lakers are minus 1.5. The Bucks are minus 5.5. There's 2 hockey games I like tonight too. The Bruins, the Boston Bruins. I know nobody's watching hockey right now. I get it unless you're up north. Boston Bruins are 17-4. They are killing it. 9-1 at home. I'll take them minus a goal and a half over the Sabres, who are 10-14. And then, that's right, the LA Kings. They are 10-0 on the road. 10-0. Give me them minus a goal and a half versus the Canadiens. Speaking of, man, that's 2 mentions of the Canadiens today. Those are, listen, my Canadian followers, I appreciate you. Speaking of, if you missed any of this show, go to Sports with Balls in your podcast arena. All the shows are on there. It will be up right after this. I will definitely post that up. All right, and let's see. That's 4 games. I like the Bucks and the Lakers tonight, minus the points. Give me the Bruins and the Kings, minus a goal and a half each. And then give me the Steelers, minus the 6, and or the under. Either one. It's just this game tonight. Yeah. Have fun. Have fun watching that. I'm going to put it on my computer. I'm going to be watching other things, but it'll be on my computer. I'll watch it that way. I mentioned at the top of the show, 3,000 college athletes have entered the transfer portal already since November 28th. Well, we've got to fix this. This has to be fixed. Every day there's a post or there's something out where some major quarterback, some major wide receiver, some major committed kid changes, goes to the transfer portal. Transfer portal and NILs are, I don't want to say destroying NCAA football, but look at how the landscape has changed. College football's different. It's way different. And you're going to see the effects of it coming out pretty soon. Deion Sanders got on there and said, we need more money. That's crazy. A college football coach got on camera and said, we need more money. College football has changed. All right, let's see. I want to thank Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Bills Mafia Bar, Cowboys Bar, Jets Bar. Like, the place is unbelievable. Their food is phenomenal. Great place to watch sporting venues. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Also, Modern Home and Improvement and Remodeling, modern-homeimprovement.com, 832-930-0156. Call Josh Smith. Get $500 off of bathroom or kitchen remodel when you give them a call and mention Sports with Balls. Also, the GOAT of real estate, Joe Applewhite Realty, 713-291-5270. The GOAT. Real estate GOAT or GOAT of realty? I don't know. Real estate GOAT. I like real estate GOAT. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to Sports with Balls. Tomorrow, incredible show. We're going to go over all the games. There's an Army-Navy game this weekend in college, but we will tackle all the NFL games tomorrow and those incredible quarterback matchups. Y'all have fun tonight. I'm Jeff Michael. We'll see you tomorrow. This is